So, we just got done seeing the movie Reminders of Him. Based on the book, Reminders of Him. I don't think any movie has fucking rage baited me more than this one. Because, okay, let me just give you a rundown. Let me just give you the rundown. So, let's start on the beginning of the movie.
Okay.
Yeah. So, just a side note here. You know how cars have this like ledge thing? You can hold it now. So, Abby, for the past very long time, has been putting her books and her purse and really anything at all that she pleases on that fucking on the fucking dashboard. And every single time it falls off when I exceed more than 5 miles an hour. And every single time she goes, fumbles to pick that shit up before it falls down on the ground. And half the time she catches it and half the time she doesn't. And every single time I say, Abby, why do you put shit up there? And she goes, I don't know. So anyway, about this movie. So it starts out, this woman, Kenna, gets out of prison and goes back to her hometown. We learn very quickly that her fiance,
well, soon-to-be fiance,
died. And we learned very quickly after that she was the one who killed him. Didn't kill him. It was vehicular manslaughter, and
it was just because she left the scene.
It was because she left the scene. And to be honest, we learned later that it wasn't really her fault because, like, the wheel just kind of spun.
Like, they hit, like, a crack in the road, like a...
Yeah, like a
pothole.
weird, like a pothole, and it really spun the wheel out bad, which has never happened to me in any kind of way, at all. Even in Baltimore, driving in Baltimore, I hit a pothole, and, like, my car's fine, but maybe this movie's...
They were high, I think.
They were high. They were, in fact, high. Now, I will say that he didn't push the edible on her. He didn't push it on her, but he was like, come on, just take it, you know?
Don't make me do this alone, is what he said.
Yeah, like, so, and it was his birthday, so, like, she couldn't fight him, you know? So, honestly, it was kind of his fault. And also, he was distracting her while driving, I'm not gonna cap.
Yeah.
They were singing the song Yellow by Coldplay, and he was distracting the shit out of her.
Like
so,
this. It was all you!
Yeah, getting all up in her fucking face. So, I'm not gonna lie, low-key his fault at the end of the movie. But they only show that, so I'm fucking spitting. They only show that at the end of the movie. So we're going through this whole fucking thing. I'm thinking she was like, because all that I heard in the movie was that she was driving under the influence. And left him there, the vehicular manslaughter. So that's all I know. I'm thinking, God damn, this bitch.
Shit's poop!
Facts. That is a side note. I'm just going to describe it real quick. We have this thing that we do. You know how people do punch buggy yellow? So we do a lot more than that. Every time that we see a gazebo, I give her a squeeze, or she gives me a squeeze, it's gazebo squeeze and no squeeze backs.
Or willow tree wallow.
Yeah, whenever we see a willow tree, we do willow tree wallow, no wallow backs, and usually she gets that one. There's church churn. Willow tree wallow is like can you just do it, Abby? And then she says no wallow backs. And then every time we see a Sheetz, which is kind of, if you're not in the region, a gas station rest stop, which is also like a fast food place.
Like Wawa, Royal Farms, what Heinz is turning into.
Yeah, and so, or like a Buc-ee's, but a Buc-ee's, I think they're both fancy.
Bigger,
yeah, bigger. And so every time we see a Sheetz, someone goes, Sheetz! It's Sheetz shit. And they go, no shit backs. And that's what Abby just did. So, back to the movie. So, I'm thinking the whole time, this bitch, she's acting like she's the victim here when she was the one who got in the accident. And so
The entire movie.
the entire movie. And then so she goes to this place called the bookstore. I think she thought it was a bookstore.
No. Her and Scotty used to go there when it was a bookstore, but then it got turned into a bar by Scotty's best friend, Ledger.
Ledger. And Ledger he has the hots for this chick. He doesn't know who she is because he was away training with the Denver Broncos to be a football player. So he hits on her. And then, so pretty much for the rest of the movie, oh, by the way, Scotty's parents won't talk to her for obvious reasons. And
They have a dog.
And oh yeah, and Scotty and Kenna have a daughter together that she discovered she had like very shortly after the incident. Kenna and Ledger are getting pretty friendly, a little too friendly. They start fucking.
And this is after Ledger finds out who she is and everything.
Yeah, Ledger knows who she is. They start fucking. So at this point, I'm leaning into Abby. And I'm saying, hey, you know what? Hey, Scotty, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to kill you in a car accident.
Scotty doesn't know.
Scotty doesn't know. Scotty doesn't know. So don't tell Scotty. Anyway, I'm going to kill you in a car accident. And you know what I'm going to do after that, Scotty? I'm going to fuck your best friend. I'm going to see how you feel about that. And I'm going to write you a letter about it because the whole time she's writing Scotty letters.
And she reads the letter that she wrote about having sex with his best friend.
She reads it out loud to everyone in the movie theater, which was about 7 of us. And at this point, I've got my head in my hands. I am just confused and rather upset. And like, what the fuck? What the fuck? How are you going to pull that? How are you going to do that? It kind of reminded me of Brothers, the movie Brothers with Tobey Maguire and, you're not going to like this name, Abby, Jake Gyllenhaal, which is a great movie. And so, it's a terrible movie. Abby is a Taylor Swift fan. You couldn't already tell. So she has sent people's pinkies to Jake Gyllenhaal's home address as a threat. Isn't that right?
Just like Zayd Meadows.
That's a man in the book that she's reading, or that she read. So by the end of this film, we kind of discover what I told you in the beginning, that it's kind of Scotty's fault. I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of his fault.
Well, we don't know that.
We don't know. Well, I from what I've seen, I kind of deduced. It wasn't. I mean, obviously she was driving. She decided to eat that edible, but Scotty was like an accomplice to what happened.
No, I understand that, but like throughout the whole movie, like in the book, you get dialogue from both Ledger and Kenna about what's going on in their heads, about what happened. You're getting context as to why her daughter is named DM instead of it just be, her name's just DM. Can we have some context?
I understand that it is, well, you see, I mean, this goes without saying. It is very difficult to pack, how many pages was that book?
I don't know, probably like a
300-page book into a 2-hour-long movie. Very difficult to do that. So I can understand why they would cut some shit out. That movie pissed me off. That movie pissed me off. That's all I have to say.